Greets, peeps, and welcome back. You've caught me still a little bit fluey, but almost out of the woods. So today we're going to begin a new campaign. The most recent one we did was the HRE. We did all of the imperial edicts, are they? As Austria, and we created the HRE, and it was frustrating, and there was a lot of salt in that stream, but it was good fun, and it was really interesting to check out all of those mechanics. So this time, and I was going to do. There's a couple of achievements that I want to do. I'll likely do soon. There's one with Aragon, where you need to control basically the majority of the trade in the Mediterranean, and that sounds like quite good fun because that goes on to allow us to form Spain, and then we can make a Spanish emperor, and that sounds quite good fun. I'm quite tempted to try that, but what I wanted to do first is I want to do Brandenburg, form Prussia, and then form Germany. So there's two achievements that go into that. Forming Prussia and getting a discipline of 125%, which sounds amazing, allows for a fine goosestep, I think it's called. And then forming Germany from Prussia allows for an early Germany, I think the two achievements are called. So the reason that Brandenburg are a good choice for this is because Prussian ideas give us +5 discipline once we finish our ideas. So a Prussian ambition +5 discipline. We'll choose military texts that point to discipline. We'll make sure we have a discipline leader, and we'll make sure our absolutism is full. And I believe that will do us. We've only got the 4 core mods, 4 core DLC selected, which is I'm kind of umming and ahhing about. I think Rights of Man allows absolutism to increase further, but I'm not certain. Regardless, we are on hard, we are historical. Yep, good. Let's play the game in Iron Man mode. Hoorah! We'll only do a short stream of this. There's some things I need to go sort out soon, but I'm excited about this one, so I had to give it a go. How do you spell Brandenburg? B-U-R-G. It'd be nothing worse than spelling it wrong. That would be an ill-omened start to a glorious campaign. So there's all sorts of information about how you do this, and I happened to notice that there's some alliances I should go for and some things I should try to do. One of them, I don't read that stuff normally, and I felt guilty about reading it because it feels like cheating to me. I always feel like I should have to work it out myself, unless it's really tricky technical stuff. So one of the first things they recommend we do is try to vassalize Saxony, and I kind of like that idea. We won't be able to vassalize them normally because they're an elector and they are much bigger than us. They're not bigger than us, but their economic base is almost the same, and their army is likely the same as ours. But apparently we have events which conquer Silesia. They're a vassal of Bohemia. That seems like a stupidly dangerous idea to me. But our rivals are Bohemia, Anhalt, Teutonic Order. Anhalt are that little fella. Let's have a look at our states. So Northern Saxony, okay, we have reason to go for Anhalt and Magdeburg. Anhalt are currently not allied with anyone. We will rival them. We might vassalize them. And yeah, if we look to take out these two, we'll likely have Austria want to... are we an elector? We are an elector, okay. Everyone prefers Bavaria at the moment. They don't like Salzburg, Saxony, or the Palatinate. They could be an option. We could rival Saxony. No, that would put Saxony and them as very likely to ally. We could likely marry into Poland. We could... we can't remove provinces from the emperor, from the empire as an elector. Let's keep looking around. So we've got all of Mittelmark. Pomerania have got some things we need there. And Bohemia and Teutonic Order have got those things we need. So we're in a bit of a bind here. We've sort of not got much in the way of states. Our 4 states are all pretty awful. So I think the first thing we should do is Arnhold. We should definitely go for them. Teutonic Order. If we go for Teutonic Order, that should allow us to ally these guys. And we can go together on Teutonic Order. It won't strengthen the empire much if they eat that, but that's fine by us. Let's have a quick look at what they want. They see that as vital, and those as vital. If we mark that as vital, then they're less likely to accept our offer of... we get a claim there. Does that change their opinion of us? We've sent a royal marriage offer to Poland. We should maybe rival them, although they're rivaling Mecklenburg and Teutons. Okay, let's have a think about this. There's actually some things required to form the German nation. We need a whole bunch of stuff, but to form the Kingdom of Prussia, we need Admin Tech 10. We must be Protestant or Reformed, and we must own Danzig or Stolp. So, oh, hang on, where was that? So, Königsberg, Danzig, and Stolp. Stolp, Danzig, and Königsberg. So, we really need to get in there at those lot. Not till Admin Tech 10, so we're quite a way in the future anyway. I think it would most likely make sense to... we wouldn't be able to vassalize them, because they're a member of the Empire and they're in a trade league. That would be ideal, but they're in that trade league with Lübeck, meaning that all of those would protect them if we were to go for them. So I think we might be best to go up here, try and flesh out Mittel... oh. What did they have of ours? They didn't. It was them. Okay. Who don't they like? Lübeck. Bringing in Lubeck wouldn't bring in their allies. It would only be Lubeck by themselves. Their rivals are Bavaria and the Palatinate. Yet they prefer Bavaria over. If we go for Bavaria, we can help split up Austria. They rival the big ones, the big three. Who else have Bohemia rivaled? Hungary. That could be a useful ally, but they don't like Poland. Bohemia is the scariest one. I mean, Bohemia is always tough. Where are their ideas? Oops, there. So they have advisor costs and imperial authority growth modifier. As opposed to us, who have yearly army tradition, that's superb, and aggressive expansion impact -10. That's also helpful. Brandenburg, Hungary, Poland. I mean, once we ally Poland, and we hope that they take the event to bring Lithuania on board, we're in a pretty good place. As it stands, though, Bohemia have that and that, so we shouldn't look to get into anything with them anytime soon. They're our primary focus. That's our secondary focus. Brunswick might make a good ally. They're typically quite strong. They have cheaper mercenaries and better infantry combat. Their enemies are Munster, Cologne, Bremen, Munster, and Cologne. Nope. Cologne. Nope. Cologne. Nope. Where are Cologne? Certainly around here. Munster, Cologne, right there. Bremen aren't normally very warlike, but Cologne are and Munster are. So we'd likely end up in defensive wars with those idiots. Their enemies are fairly strong. But if we had both Denmark and Poland as allies, they're not governed by the internal crap here. We're, I think that would make sense. We don't have conflicting ideas. They don't like Lithuania, or I think once Lithuania comes under Poland, their rivalries will have to change. So we may look to befriend them. We have a merchant, that's our home node. We have a merchant, we've got 1 power in each of these, and I don't imagine many people will be pushing power up here. Who is it? Bohemia? Oh yeah. Okay, maybe we'll go this way. Austria, Mazovia, Teutons, Silesia, Poland. I think if we transfer from there, that should help. And we've still got our question of our last rival. Should it be Bohemia? They already don't like us. I think we've got that traditional rival. No, we don't have traditional rivals. We could look to get rid of that. Not insurmountable. Who are their rivals? Hungary, Poland, We could rival Hungary. Oh no, because they're already we're trying to be allied with their rival. It does sort of make sense to make them our rival. Go on, why not? Probably a terrible decision, but we'll work that out soon. Okay, next thing we need to do, try to get our free stuff from our estates. We can't revoke anything until next year. Exactly next year. So, what text would help us most immediately? Probably the military. We'll take our prestige shots and legitimacy shots, and then what can we get up to? 61, and we can't send an emissary to the Pope. Why not? They don't have enough influence. That's cool, we can fix that. And we can get a generalship that will be 78. And then they'll go down to 78. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Let's work the other ones out first. So they're at 50. They're at 60. If we can give one more to the burgers, that will put them up to 75. Perfect. Then we can take that from them and ask for contributions. Very good. This one we need to get up by at least 10. So I think that would be a good one for them. That will be 48. And then we can recruit, send an emissary and recruit, and hang on, what do we need? 58, that'll be 75 I think. No, 73, poop, just shy. And I imagine giving them another land will put them way high. Yes, it will. Damn. That's okay, we'll do that. They'll go to 83, and that will be under control. That will tick up, but we can we can reduce that next year. Shouldn't be a problem. That'll only get up to, yeah, that'll be 12 points by next year when we can revoke some territory from them. And lucky last, our mates, 75. Look at that. That's, imagine it. Looks like someone designed it. Demand military support. Yes, thank you. And we've got our free 150 techs across the board. Alrighty. So we've set that up. Main focus is heading that way. And getting, what does it need to be? Stolp. One of the following must be true. So we must own Königsberg and we must own Danzig. So we must get that and that. I don't think we'd be able to core that without somehow getting to the sea and being there. So I think Pomerania, we're going to have to go against Pomerania. Unfortunately, we probably should have rivaled them. Their only rival is Lubeck, but that's true. We want both of those anyway, in theory. So we really do need to look to go on them. Griesfeld and Stralsund. Stralsund. That's very tricky for an English speaker to say. Stralsund. Weird. Okay, so 5 days. We've sent that over there. We will hopefully be able to get an alliance relatively easily. 4, 3, 2, 1. They accepted that. Brunswick wants an alliance. I don't really want an alliance. I mean, I guess we need allies. But they're allied with Saxony. I guess if the three of us ally together, that's maybe not a bad idea. We have a little alliance party posse in the middle. How many alliances can we have? 4. Who will that annoy? Yep. And we'll accept their one. We accepted Saxony's alliance. They accepted our alliance. Good. So we've got we 3 together. Do we have a claim on them? What was the event that we took? Save the Saxon people in Newmark. Okay, so they've got to be perilously close. Neutral attitude. We must wait till 11th of December. What can we do to get them happy with us? We've done that. We could send them some money. Oh, not till the 12th of December anyway. So in the meantime, what should we be doing? We should be building a spy network there. No one else has got a claim through event happily. Yep, we'd love to marry you. Yep, looming disaster. I fully expect that. They are allied with the Livonian Order, that's fine. That's right, we can't send. What can we do? We can build ourselves a better army. In fact, we should hire ourselves a... Oh, wrong button. We should hire ourselves a... Come on! Oh. None of those are at all what we wanted, to be honest. That allows us one more guy. Fort defense, maybe that's better. Those suck, to be honest. I'm quite bummed out about that. Fort defense, I mean, I don't even know what that does. I think it makes it tricky for people to besiege us. It should be better than that. Fort defense should reduce the costs of your forts or do something. Reinforce speed. I guess that might help. We make 0.89 though. We'll go national manpower modifier. We'll go national manpower modifier, and we'll quickly build some more men. I think we can build one more. Oh, what? It didn't even. It's plus 10%. If we've already got 10, surely it should be 11. Okay, in that case, where's the cheapest place for us to upgrade? Because we're quite some way away from any techs. It's slightly tempting to, rather than trying to rush for... Oh, that's a good point. How long would it take for us to get 4? 48, 4 years. Even without an advisor. If we can just get one more army, We can't declare yet. Oh wow, that triggered immediately. Okay, if we declared, if we declared, no one would join us, understandably. We'd be fighting Livonian Order, who aren't inconsiderable, and Teutons. So I think we need to focus on this. How much would sending a gift cost us? Way too much. Let's just improve. In the meantime, how are these guys looking? As regards, not far away from a royal marriage. Brunswick want a marriage? Great. Okay, next month we'll be able to ally them, and they're still a way away yet. But as our army gets tougher, that should increase. It's negative 22 at the moment. That didn't seem to change, which is strange. Weird. They're down on a royal marriage. And that's strange, we don't get a hard modifier for allying them. Because common rivals. They have a neutral. They have a neutral. That's okay. I think we're going the right direction with this. We need to wait until the 8th of March. Trade League of Genoa was disbanded and Mantua left it. Okay. On this event, we might look to save this up. I've got to head out shortly. When the Hohenzollerns acquired the March of Brandenburg in 1411, the state had a long history of being very loosely governed over under Wittelsbach and Luxembourg overlords. Luxembourg. Local nobility, clergy, and the city councils had grown used to being left to their own devices. Robber barons and lawlessness was prevalent in many parts of the realm. Our dynasties had some good success. Dear. If we are to avoid becoming just another temporary dynasty in the region, we must strongly assert our authority and build a government apparatus we can trust. Okay. We gain national unrest, but we gain national monthly autonomy, which doesn't matter at all. We've already got 0 autonomy. But we do get rid of that clergy influence, which is kind of tempting. Monthly unrest, not that big of a deal. And we curtail the clergy's ambitions. That's a good idea. We'll do it. The national unrest modifier is a bit of a hassle, but no big deal. And oops, wrong group entirely. You improve, and then we'll wait until one of these alliances comes on. 37 and miles away. We're losing money, and we've got people, and we've got a truce, and Denmark is disputed, and so is Poland. Let's have a little looky look here. No, we haven't got any prestige. That would have been fun though, taking over Poland at the start of the game by random number generator. How are we looking here? Very, very close. Okay, we might just wait until this ticks up, and then we will get the alliance, and then we will call it a session on this one. $42. Come on, next month. All right, there we go. We got our alliance. Wonderful. So we've got common enemies in Bohemia and in Teutonic Order. Declare war. They would come if we asked them nicely. Very interesting. They've got too many Diplo relations. Poop. Why have they got too many Diplo relations? FFS. Should have married and vassaled Holstein, your egg. I'm guessing maybe they start with that. Oh, they allied with Pomerania. Idiots. That's where you went wrong, mate. Okay, so we did they break our royal marriage, or did we not get a royal marriage? Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Well, it does, and that Pomerania now have a strong ally, and that's a pain in the butt. But not a huge deal. Anyways, we'll wrap this one up here. I will be back soon, and we will look to declare on them. I'm not certain we should declare on them immediately. What could we give Poland? We could give them Culm. What's their army? I mean, their standing army is 22, and they've got vassals. This is a great idea. Let's check something first. Oops, our things that we want are definitely that. Definitely that, definitely that. Would Poland still go for it? They surely would. Cool. Okay, that's our next video. We will see you guys soon. And we'll be attacking into Newmark, looking to get an early head start on our progress to Prussia. Talk to you then.